Okay, let's do a little clapperoo. We have to be Chris. 3, 2. I hope that synced the audio.
It's 1-1.
Oh, one take one.
One take one.
Sip episode
57?
I don't know. You're the one that keeps track of the episodes for us.
No, Apple Podcast does.
Oh, okay, everybody, we're back and together again.
Thank God, because as my mother says, we're better together.
She's not living for the virtual episodes.
My mom says the nicest things about us and like does not ever have a criticism, but whenever we're virtual, she's like, I just want to say, like, not for nothing, you guys are like better when you're like physically together. And every time I'm like, I know, Mom.
Well, and that's why I just couldn't do it again. I couldn't do 2 virtual episodes back to back. So we left you hanging last minute. I'm so sorry.
Do you want to apologize to my father?
Oh yes. I'm very sorry to you as well. Christopher McGarry, our 2 most loyal audience members. I know there's a lot of diehards out there, but your parents... I was like, Lizzie, you're going to have to start bracing him for our holiday break right now.
I was like, no, we never take a break again. This is like...
She's like the one thing, not the one thing, but you said your dad's
maybe like the one thing.
That your dad like is very engaged with.
Yeah.
One of your creative endeavors, which just so happens to be the Sip, which couldn't be more grateful. I'm grateful to have all of you here yet again. And I guess we should intro the show. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Sip. I'm Ryland Adams, of course, joined by
Elizabeth Hemmicker.
Hello. I don't think I should start out the episode by fighting with you.
Oh, you have beef?
You know,
I've been here for a few hours and you literally have been sitting here like a lying ass what, bitch?
No.
What?
No, right before we start to record, Lizzie goes, you're going to change that blue undershirt, right? Because it doesn't match. And I was like, I'll zip it. I was wearing something different, by the way.
He was wearing a forest. It doesn't matter. I was joking.
No, I have this blue undershirt that I wear every day.
Which is beautiful with your eyes.
I mean, not with this jacket, but as long as
it's better with this jacket than the forest green.
No. I disagree. I wear the blue and green together all the time. What are you? I'm today years old when I'm learning that blue and green clash.
Listen, it's not that they clash. It's just that they weren't doing anything for you.
I believe they were. The blue brings out my eyes, and the green is my favorite hoodie.
Okay.
And I just didn't know it was like a brown and black situation. You know how
but you can wear brown and black.
Now you can, but growing up, it was very much you don't
taboo.
Like as far as fashion goes, you weren't supposed to mix brown and black together because they clashed.
You don't kiss your sister, and you don't wear brown and black.
But pull that pillow over.
Brown and blue.
It's brown and black, this pillow, and it looks very good. And there's actually a lot of things in this house I was noticing in the basement, even. Neither here nor there, but I am wearing my like Aspen Ski Dad boucle zip up right now. You're in your Bubs holiday merch.
I'm in my Stage Mom merch.
She couldn't have refreshed it this year, but it is.
Well, we don't refresh the merch, so you've got enough time to collect on the collectibles, y'all. Can I plug it?
Yeah, of course you can.
By the way, head to MrBubs.com to get your holiday merch a bit late.
Will it? Oh, it won't show
every
You should have got your ass on a plane last week to plug the merch to get it in time for Christmas.
I wasn't thinking until I started packing. I was like, oh, I should bring a Christmas sweater. And then I realized the only Christmas sweater is this one, which honestly I designed, and it's kind of everything.
It is with the underwear. What does the underwear have to do with the devil S?
Mr. Bubs loves my panties.
Oh.
He's a panty raider.
So you'd call me a fake fan. Does the world know that?
I wrote a song about it one time.
Okay.
If you want, I could play it for you.
Is it copywritten?
I think I hold the copyright, though.
I don't know if this video gets a copyright strike because you're
of
playing
my ode to Mr. Bubs. Oh, Mr. Bubs, well, there's nothing you love more than eating my ripe panties. Panty raider Bubs.
Wow. And it says unholy Bubmas.
Yeah.
I wish you would have brought me one and we could have worn them together.
I will get you one. But you're not going to get it till after Christmas.
And while we're speaking of merch, Shane also has some cute holiday merch at shanedawsonmerch.com.
Little piggies and Santa hats.
I'm Christmas merchless, so I had to plug someone else's.
I still wear your Halloween merch.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's a throwback. That's back when it was on Amazon.
You're literally dying one?
It is very cute.
Sometimes I get nervous, and I don't get recognized ever. Literally, it's happened twice for the podcast, and that's it. But sometimes I'm nervous that the moment I do get recognized is going to be me wearing your merch, because I have so much of your merch. And I'm like, is it weird if that happens. Like if they just see me out of bed, it's like, why is Lizzie always wearing Ryland merch?
I mean, I live for that. You probably wear it more than I wear it. You were wearing our Sip hoodie while you were traveling today.
I was. I also get embarrassed about that. I'm like, what if somebody knows?
Well, then they know. If they know, they know. And then it's not embarrassing because they know. And if they don't, they're just going to say, look at that fantastic hoodie, which I think still is available also at ShaneDawsonMerch.com. You click on the Ryland tab. You can go find us in some beautiful Sip hoodies, which is perfect for the weather right now. Even.
It really is. It's chilly.
Did you have a good time flying in here today? Any bumps, any mishaps, anything to report to the crowd?
I mean, it was bumpy. It was bumpy. It was very bumpy.
That's because it's chilly all of a sudden.
Well, here's my one qualm. And it's like, Southwest is going through some shit. We all been known that. But as a person who's now flown to Colorado multiple times.
Thank you, by the way.
That's not what I'm not complaining.
Okay.
I'm
just saying, honestly, thank you, by the way.
Oh, no, I love getting out of my house for a minute to come do this.
I will have to probably come multiple times in January, just so you know. So, like, you probably won't have to trek it out here in January.
Either way, I don't care.
Yep.
So, I really don't care. But it's bumpy every fucking time. And I know it. So if I know it, go ahead and assume that the pilots and the stewardesses who make this flight multiple times a day know it. And every time they act surprised by the turbulence. They're like, oh, this is shocking, guys. It's day number 365 of the year, of which when we travel in, there's turbulence. Who could have thunk it? And then they don't do service. They don't bring you drinks and they don't bring you snacks. And it's like, if you know it's going to be bumpy, how about you just give us the snack when we come on? When we board the flight, say, what do you want to drink? Oh, here's your cranberry juice. Here's your Southwest mix. Find a seat, bitch. Chill out. We're not going to be able to service you because it's bumpy as hell and we all know it.
You know why I think they're acting surprised? I think we all know Southwest is either understaffed or something's going on because they canceled all those flights. So they have to act surprised when it's bumpy to not do their service. They're like,
no, it's not just surprise though. It's been every airline. It was Frontier when I flew in, and it's like, bitch, your hub's here. You fucking know better.
Well, see, and I don't like talking about bad flights, but I will say every time I've felt like things were not going well, it's coming over that Rocky Mountain range. Like
and it's like you expect it. You know what I mean? Like, you know it's coming. You know it's going to be bad because like.
You don't think
like death and taxes, turbulence flying into Colorado is a sure fucking thing in this life. So give me my cranberry juice when I take my seat. Thank you.
Why cranberry juice?
I like it on a plane. I like cranberry juice or Bloody Mary mix on a plane. We have to turn this around because all I can do is like look at my own blurry complexion.
I can't because Chris isn't here. So if
the red light.
I don't know. Like if it stops recording, we'd be screwed. They'd be videoless. So
I'd like to take a moment to apologize to my audience right now because I'm not looking directly into you guys because I can see myself and...
Oh, the dogs are barking.
Oh, the dogs are barking.
There must be somebody at the door.
Interesting.
You know what? Wait, I forgot what you were talking about.
Oh, I was just complaining about Southwest not giving me my cranberry juice.
Oh, yeah. And Chris couldn't make it today because he was busy on other shoots.
He's busy.
So here we are. If the production is less than normal, it's because Lizzie and I tried attempting to do this ourselves.
Yeah. And if we seem distraught, it's because we're a man down.
Yes. Okay. So, well, kind of on the topic of Bubs, you had big news.
That motherfucker's going viral on TikTok right now.
What do you mean? I didn't even know you navigated the waters of TikTok.
We just started doing TikTok literally yesterday. And
what are you talking about?
We just started putting our Bubs videos on TikTok.
Oh, so you're putting your trash on TikTok, like old news.
No, we're putting our greatest hits.
You couldn't even have made something new?
No, we're making new content now. Did I get more red on me?
No, I'm just thinking, why did you're like the biggest TikTok connoisseur I know, and you haven't thought to put your Instagram famous dog on TikTok prior to yesterday?
Well, here's the deal. We've been talking about it for a long time. The situation with the Mr. Bubs account is like kind of tricky because there's three of us. So if we want to make a decision about something, it requires the three of us to come to a conclusion. And then the other part of it that's tricky is like we've been dealing with like a lot, like between the wedding and Jelly's cancer. Mm-hmm. Jelly has been officially announced in remission.
Yay!
I forgot to update you on that.
The one-eyed bulldog is in remission.
The one-eyed bulldog beat cancer's ass.
And she's living in a brand new home. She's having rounding out the year well.
This morning she had the roly-poly-olies and it was the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. She's like a little Okja, like just... Anyways, she beat cancer. Bubs is going fucking viral. What? Literally, look at these views. 4.3 million.
Oh my God. Wow.
Yeah. He's killing him.
Wow. So if you want to follow Mr. Bubs on TikTok, he's at the Mr. Bubs.
In his little Pope hat.
I'll have to get on there. Wow. 4.3 million views, 700, almost a million. You're rounding up to 1 million likes on this post.
We posted that last night.
Oh my gosh. Maybe you should plug the podcast on this account.
I will. I'm not above it.
Wow. Congratulations to Mr. Bubs.
Yeah.
So TikTok is still a place where people can find virality, because it's not like he was hitting out the gate with 1 million followers, but this video still went viral.
Yeah.
So anyone has hope. If you thought it was too late to get on TikTok, now's your chance.
Go,
run. Don't walk.
Well, the thing that's funny is like I put Bubs on my own TikTok. Like literally of the TikToks I posted, Bubs is in like all of them.
Oh my God.
He never goes viral.
Wow.
I'm not viral. Damn, I follow 86 people.
I hope I'm one of them.
You are.
Okay, great. Do you want to talk about your new business venture before we move on, or do you want to talk about being referenced in unboxing videos? Which one tickles your...
Well, first of all, I think me being referenced in that unboxing video is pretty fucking sick.
I mean, iconic, but also like so weird and random.
So weird and random.
I was like the most niche, specific thing in the entire world.
Well, the thing that's how I would have never known about this were it not for Joe's coworker.
Okay, well, bring him up to speed.
Okay, so my husband's coworker Matt texted me one day, and he just was like, "Hey, like I just did a triple take at this unboxing video," and he sends me this unboxing video, and it's a husband and wife couple that like reviews sound bars, like, and they're reviewing the Samsung sound bar.
Mm-hmm. I also love that he's watching a 30-minute soundbar video review.
How fucking weird is that? But these people have more of a following than we do.
I know. I mean, there's a big market for the tech world.
And I think they only do soundbar reviews.
Every day I'm like, I need a new mic for my vlog camera after I watch 4 mic vlog reviews. Like, so I do the same thing. Yeah. It's just very specific and fun.
Yeah. Well, Matt works in post-production and it matters. So like he listens to these things while he's doing like VFX stuff, and it's like everything, things take forever to render or export or whatever. So while he's waiting, he listens to these things. And then, so the husband's reviewing the sound bar, and then he goes, "Okay, enough about me. Like, what do you think about it?" to his wife. And she goes, "People don't care what I think." He's like, "Actually, they really do care what you think." And then she said something like, "This reminds me of when, like, in the Sip, when Lizzie Gordon says she's addressing her audience."
But like such a specific reference, and for a video that has like more views than what like our podcast did, for her to be like referencing our podcast.
And she knew my name.
Well, if she listens to the podcast, of course she knows your name.
I know, but it was just still,
she
it's
must
wild.
be part of your audience. So thank you very much. She didn't show her face, so I didn't get to see her without the glory.
Literally lived for it. And then I told Joe's bosses too, and I was like, "You guys should probably send out an internal email to the entire company." Make sure they know I'm a big deal.
Well, I think we should link it in the description section, and I'll do it with the hyperlink that goes right to the moment, so all of you can
I literally died. And then if you want to, we can touch upon my new business venture.
Okay, we'll do that right after we get to today's sponsor, which happens to be Honey. We love Honey here at The Sip. Nothing better than saving money, especially right now when we're all shopping for the holidays. Honey is a free shopping tool that scours the internet for promo codes and applies the best one it finds to your cart at checkout. It supports over 30,000 stores online. That ranges from tech to gaming products to popular fashion brands and even food delivery. So you're going to search for your Christmas presents, and all of a sudden when you go to checkout, Honey will just scour the internet for the best coupon codes and immediately apply it within a few seconds. And I was recently Black Friday shopping for myself, might I add. I'm doing
What'd you get?
Well, I'm redoing my office for the 5th time, and I was when I went to check out, I did save over $100 on a $600 purchase.
Hell yeah.
So it was incredible. It takes like 2 seconds to install Honey, and it just lives on your browser at all times. Honey has found its over 17 million members, over $2 billion in savings. So if you don't already have Honey, you could be straight up missing out on free savings, and by getting it, you're also doing this podcast a solid and saving your money, so it's like double win all around. We wouldn't recommend something we don't use. So get honey for free at joinhoney.com/sip. Again, that is joinhoney.com/thesip. It's free and you will not regret it. Today's episode is also sponsored by Storyworth. And this holiday season, I want to give all of my loved ones a gift that makes them feel special and unique and is also rewarding for myself. And that's why I'm getting everyone I care about Storyworth. Storyworth is an online service that helps you and your loved ones preserve precious memories and stories for years to come. It's a thoughtful and meaningful gift that connects you to those who matter most. Every week, Storyworth emails your relative or whoever you're giving the gift a thought-provoking question of your choice from their vast pool of possible questions. Each unique prompt asks questions you've never thought to ask, like, what's the bravest thing you've ever done in your life? Or if you could see into the future, what would you want to find out? After a year, Storyworth will compile all of your loved ones' stories, including photos, into a beautiful keepsake book that you'll be able to share and revisit for generations to come. And I love Storyworth because we're obviously thinking about having kids, and I think like giving this gift to my mom or my dad, it's a fun way to show them who their grandparents are, who we are as a family. And it's also fun for me to weekly kind of get updated prompts because you never like go super deep with your immediate family right in the moment. So I love that this is a great way to do that. So if you want to give your family a thoughtful, heartwarming gift for you and them, go to storyworth.com/thesip and save $10 on your first purchase. That's storyworth.com/thesip to save $10 on your first purchase. All right, Elizabeth Gordon, your business venture of all ventures.
Okay, so I'm not 100% sold on this, but I did think it was a smart idea to pose the question, but watch me live to regret it and read the comments and everyone's like, fucking don't! And then I'm like, you're right, I won't. I'm sorry.
What?
Well, okay, so Joe and I drove to Arizona and we're stuck in 9 hours worth of traffic on the way there. And usually it takes us 5.5 hours to get there. And we were going probably 30 miles an hour the whole way to Arizona from LA.
That Thanksgiving traffic. Everyone.
This was different.
What happened?
Different. I think it's because last year nobody wanted to leave, and that makes sense. And then this year people were comfortable leaving, but they weren't comfortable flying.
Oh, because you can be in the safety of your own car.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was crazy traffic, and then we started talking because he was like, "Why do you hate vlogging? Like, why don't you?" He's like, why don't you take advantage of this moment and like do something more with it? And I was like, well, because I'm not that kind of girl. Like, I'm just not. And then we started talking about things that like I am comfortable doing and like things that I would enjoy to do. And we came up with this idea called Cheat Days with Lizzie, which would be like a Patreon account where once a week I make dinner and you get to make dinner with me live. And my audience gets to join me, and I send you guys the ingredients ahead of time so that you can go out like the list of what you would want to get, and then we can cook together.
The reason I love this is because I don't think of meals on my own.
Yeah.
You know this.
Yeah.
So I could do this with you from a different state.
If you wanted to.
No, I'm saying like you don't even see me.
Oh, I mean, right. You mean you could participate?
I could pop into one of them too, but I'm saying like I could participate from my kitchen in Colorado, and it would save me a night of door dashing or Postmating dinner. So I think it'd be fun. Plus, like
it's also like because I'm not an expert chef. I can show you the way because I'm also not a bad chef, but I'm not going to use words that people don't understand, and I'm not going to be like do this and like having people be like, the fuck? Like, I don't have a torch in my kitchen.
So who's going to be your cameraman?
I don't think I'm going to have a cameraman. I'm going to keep it really low key.
How do you live stream? Like
with the webcam.
Oh, so you just like carry the laptop around attached to the
I'll have the webcam somewhere. You know what I mean?
I mean, I think you should try it. What do you have to lose?
I mean, nothing.
Well, I guess the question would be like, would any of you go over to Patreon and watch Lizzie do this?
It would be affordable. There would be tiers too. Like afterwards, I think, because usually when I'm cooking, I'll amend a recipe or because like I'll add things to it. And then at the end of it, it's like, if you're part of this tier, like I'll send you my handwritten notes.
Right.
And like, if you want to clean up with me, we can clean up together. Like if you want to pick what we talk about, we could talk about it together. If you want to get ready with me and know how I do my makeup before I do my show, like you can come be part of that too. Like, I don't know, just the things that I do.
I mean, I think why wouldn't you explore? And you don't have to limit yourself to cooking. Like that could be like a once
I have to limit myself to cooking.
Why?
Because I'm nervous otherwise.
You just teased getting ready with you.
Well, because I would be like a one-time thing, because it's like once you see me get ready, you know my tips and tricks.
All these YouTube girls would beg to differ. I've seen like all these YouTube girls get ready with them at least 100 times on their vlog
Does
channels.
it ever change?
I don't know. I don't pay attention. I don't personally care about
I guess
the makeup.
getting ready evolves, but like and everyone's always like, what are you wearing? And it's like the same palette. So come check it out.
I mean, it is a valid question. Like, I like watching people's skincare routines because, you know, people change it up all of the time.
It's like you just watch me in the shower with like a crusty soap loofah hybrid, like just scrubbing at my skin.
So what do you need to actually execute on this?
I think the tenacity and the wherewithal. It would help if I knew if people were interested, because it's a lot to do it without someone being interested.
Right.
But I don't know. Like I said to you, when I get home on Wednesday from here, I have nothing else for the end of the year.
Well, you might as well try it. Did you set up the Patreon?
I don't know how. That's the other thing. I'm dumb as rocks when it comes to this shit. Like everyone always hits me up like, what are your suggestions for starting a podcast? It's like, make friends with Ryland Adams. First and foremost, because this motherfucker's got it figured out.
Well, it is a lot, like even the equipment we use for this podcast, it takes a lot of like research and, you know.
Honestly, I know for sure I would have my friend Danica help me set it up.
Oh, right, because she goes live already.
Yeah, she's a Patreon queen and she goes live, and I would probably just bring my laptop to her house and ask her to help me.
I'll be your first subscriber. I'll pay.
One?
Yeah, I'll pay.
Thank you.
If you guys will too, let her know in the comments below.
And if you wouldn't, you can keep that to yourself. Because I'm already nervous about it, but I'm kind of like, I don't know. I feel like dare to try.
Okay, well, I have spent my week being gaslit by furniture companies. What?
I read that on our show rundown. I was like, what the fuck?
I feel like I'm in a bad relationship and I'm
What's
being
going on?
Okay, well, first of all, I've redone my office 7 times and it's getting embarrassing.
But that's not on them.
That part isn't. My redesign is where it all comes into gear and like wraps around. I will say, like, I've been wanting to do like a video where I show you my office reveal, but the problem is, and I've never had this problem before, like I consider myself a good amateur interior designer.
Absolutely.
Like every time I've showed out, it's always worked out for me. Like I've had a snag here or there in the road and I have to like redo one piece of furniture. But for this office, I don't know what it is about the space or the size or how it's laid out. I've gone to stores and like completely fully executed.
But are you doing the prep work? Like, are you going into Photoshop and are you making boards and are you like deciding, or you're just going in blind?
Well, I was going in blind a few times,
honey.
but most of the time that works out for me. Like I normally will like sketch up things but it hasn't worked out. So anyways, I'm on my like 5th try. I finally like had a full mental breakdown. Shane's like trying to talk me off the ledge of like me actually like wanting to like just do torturous things to myself because I've spent so much money and nothing's worked out. And I was like, I gotta stop doing this.
Comes in your office and you've just been smacking your head against the wall for so long that there's like blood and brain matter.
Literally nothing was working and I couldn't have been more frustrated. So I woke up one morning and I was like, okay, I need to put together a full vision board. And I went and found an app that you can actually like put out the measurements to everything.
Yeah.
I got all the furniture that I wanted to get. I like mapped out size wise how it's all going to work. And I think we're finally to a place where like the layout for this room with the furniture I want to purchase all is cohesive. Now my problem is it was Black Friday and I'm spending my whole life shopping. And of course, I don't want to wait 6 months for furniture. So I'm only shopping for things that are like in stock and ready to ship. And so I'm getting once you buy furniture at one place, they send you nonstop emails forever and ever. And I keep getting, so the couch I bought in stock and ready to ship in 4 days.
Is it coming?
No. In stock and ready to ship in 4 days. And the worst part is I keep getting emails that it's like, don't forget, this couch is in stock and ready to ship, because it's like they don't know I bought it. It's just the email. They like love this couch and they're pushing it on people. And it keeps sending me emails saying it's in stock and ready to ship. Yet I have purchased this on Black Friday and mine hasn't even shipped yet. So I just like, it's taking everything in me. I think they're probably just have high volume from Black Friday, but it's like, don't sell me a lie, because I'm anxiously awaiting my brand new.
I'm so excited.
Well, me too.
But it's not coming, and you've been lied to. Yeah, I don't know if you've been gaslit.
No, yes, I have, because I get it if you're back ordered and behind.
Yeah.
But don't send me emails saying like, hey, everyone else, buy this couch that we'll send to you right away if you haven't even sent haven't fulfilled your orders that have been placed.
I'm so sorry. This is happening.
So I'm just having a really hard time. It's an exercise in patience. I feel very blessed to be able to design my office, but it is, an exercise in patience.
I got it.
And here I am. If you're ever designing a room, go get one of those apps and really thoughtfully put together your color scheme and your everything.
Yeah.
What's going on back there?
I just have to pee.
Oh, you can pee.
Okay. So I don't know how loud the toilet is.
We won't hear it.
It's okay. We won't hear it.
We'll be fine. Okay.
My favorite though is sometimes like in the comments they're like, there was a man in the background at 0.42 seconds deep.
Really?
Yeah.
And is it always Shane?
I know. I'm just making up what they say, but they're like, did you see that thing in the background? It's like, there's nothing in the background. But that time it tickled me because it's like, well, no, there was a man in the background.
I think he was wearing the same jacket as me too.
Ooh, they're twinning them.
I spent my week off because I had more time because we didn't do a podcast.
Yeah.
I binged the whole series of Made on Netflix. You
Yeah.
haven't even heard about
No,
it?
I've seen it.
You've seen it?
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's lackluster in your mind.
Yeah.
You're kidding me.
No.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. I'm the only one though.
I couldn't have loved anything more.
Really?
My favorite series of the entire year. There was nothing else I looked forward to. Like, I haven't had a show that it's like, I want to stop so that I can wait until the end of the next day and have a treat at the end of the day.
Oh, really?
I thought it was so well acted. I thought it was
it's
so
really well
executed.
I agree.
I thought it was gorgeous.
I agree.
The soundtracks. So what was lacking for you?
Oh, I just don't like that kind of content.
Really?
Yeah. That's just on me though.
I just couldn't have loved anything more.
I agree with you. I think everything about it was brilliant.
It just wasn't your forte.
It's a little too punishing for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Selling Sunset couldn't even compete for my viewing time.
No, everybody loves it. Literally, because when the baby came, we just put it on because it was on Netflix. And then me and the baby daddy were sitting on the couch. He's like, I really fuck with this show. And I was like, God, I don't.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are in the minority. It's been in the top 10 on Netflix for 10 weeks.
Oh,
now.
I see why. It's beautiful.
Yeah. And I think she's fantastic. I had never seen her before.
I think she's someone's famous's daughter.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Never heard of her. All right.
Never heard of her.
I wanted to touch on Spotify Wrapped because it came out and it's all the rage. All the girlies and all the boys are talking about what's on their Spotify Wrapped.
Okay.
And Lizzie wrote something really mean and aggressive that she didn't want to share about hers. And
I don't have one.
Wait, you don't?
No, I don't think I have one.
Open your Spotify. What do you mean you don't have one? Oh, you're just not a Spotify girly.
No, I said I don't fuck with that bitch Spotify.
Let me see.
Do I have a Spotify?
You literally, how do you listen to things?
I don't.
You don't listen to music?
No, I literally listen to Taylor Swift and I buy her albums.
Wait, you don't have a music streaming app? Do you pay for Apple Music?
No. I'm not into music. I'm a freak. Whenever someone's like, what do you listen to? It's like, I don't have taste in music. I fuck with Taylor Swift.
So when you listen to when you listen to the podcast audio,
yeah.
How do you listen? Apple Podcasts?
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. I'm ridiculous.
Okay. Well,
I'm not embarrassed to admit it. I am what I am. I'm a woman of self-awareness.
Okay, well, I thought I would share my tops with you.
Yeah.
And you can see if you agree. It's honestly a very vulnerable and embarrassing place to be.
You're literally talking to someone who was in the same room as Mick Fleetwood and didn't know who the fuck he was or what the fuck he was doing on tour with Stevie Nicks.
I know, but I don't think I should be admitting what my top songs are because they're
embarrassing? It's
it's
they're all your own songs.
You're gonna
Ryland Adams diss track. Ryland Adams Vlogmas
Christmas.
Clickbait Christmas.
Is it? No, it's all very embarrassing.
No, it's not.
My number one song. That's embarrassing.
No, all this does is show that you're a fucking basic ass bitch.
Well, and that's what's embarrassing about it.
People know, baby. I love you. You're wearing a blue clay sweater matching with your husband in your own home right now.
Okay, well, Olivia Rodrigo, she was it for me.
Good for You is his number one by Olivia Rodrigo, who he at one point wondered if she would be a one-hit wonder.
I really did. And then she proved me wrong as soon as she came out with Deja Vu because I really fucked with that.
Yeah.
And then I'm still I've never listened to the album, but I think after Wrapped, they were putting more of her songs on my curated playlist because I listen to the your daily mix. So now I've been hearing new songs.
Levitating.
Yeah, Dua Lipa. I fuck with Dua Lipa. I really liked that.
I don't think you need to have shame in this game.
I don't know. It's pretty like, well, it's pretty
It's
basic.
everybody's.
There's nothing against
Peaches.
them. Yeah, Peaches I fuck with.
I fuck with Peaches. I played that on YouTube multiple times. I don't
Yeah.
even have YouTube Red, so I have to have my phone open when I'm listening to it. That's why my screen time's fucking crazy.
I'm not embarrassed by Peaches because it's just so good.
Kiss Me More,
and
Doja
then
Cat.
Hold On. I have 2 of Justin Bieber's songs.
I don't know if I know Hold On.
Well, the thing is with Spotify, I listen to my daily mix, and so it curates it for me. So I think even if I skip a song, if Spotify puts it in there, because a lot of people I was hearing, they were saying like, oh, people are saying Justin Bieber's. Oh.
Okay, now we're scissoring because I had to switch legs.
Take two.
So people were saying like, oh, Justin Bieber's in my top songs and I don't listen to Justin Bieber. So I think though, if you're listening to Spotify, they'll curate playlists for you.
Right.
And then Justin Bieber will be in a lot of those playlists because he is the top for a lot of people.
Right.
And then even if you like skip over the song, I think it still counts as a play. So I think that's how I'm debunking that for everyone. I think my podcast is where it gets a little more like vulnerable.
Okay.
So my very top podcast, which I don't even think you listen to, is Lady Gang. I like the Lady Gang.
It's not even us.
No, because
My top podcast would be us.
well, I listen to our podcast 2 times while I edit it, so then I don't like go rewatch the podcast. Wow. And I listen to podcasts because I listen to podcasts when I walk the dogs. That's
Right.
like my podcast time. So I like the Lady Gang. I fuck with the girls of the Lady Gang. And honestly, you turned me more so onto the Morning Toast, but
I love the Morning Toast.
they crept up into my number 2 pretty quickly. Like I've only listened to them for a portion of this year,
Yeah.
but they upload so frequently,
Right.
like almost every day.
Not to be blasphemous, but I take that back. If I had a podcast, it would be probably the Morning Toast first and then the
Well, 'cause
Sip
there's-
next because it's every day.
It goes by hours too,
Yeah.
and you'd listen to more hours because they're
I pretty much do every day with them.
Yeah, and I like the 2 of them a lot. Although sometimes they do like I feel like I don't read enough when I listen to them because they're always talking about
They
how
make
much
me
they're
feel like
reading, and
uncultured
I'm like,
swine.
oh, like maybe
Like
I
I'm
should
an illiterate
read.
piece of shit.
But I did just my grandma gave me her hand-me-down of Katie Couric's book, so
Keurig.
I'm about to read that.
Can we read it together and do a review?
Yeah. Oh my
Our
gosh,
book-
we could
our
have
book
our book
club.
club.
Our book club.
My grandma couldn't have been more affected by it. Like she's always like, I just didn't take her like that kind of, but like in a good way.
Yeah.
And she like, my mom keeps saying, I think that book changed her life because she won't stop talking about it.
Oh my
So,
God, we should read it.
I'm excited
and
to
we
read
should read it and then have Nana McAllister on.
Yeah. Oh
Okay.
my gosh. On the pod, the business, they just talk about Hollywoody things. It's like from KCRW. Pretty Basic. I do listen to the women of Pretty Basic quite a bit. And then Anna Faris is Unqualified.
Me too, Anna. Me too.
So that was my Spotify Wrapped. Elizabeth Gordon over here.
I don't have one.
You probably do podcasts watching most of the time, right? Because do you watch The Morning Toast and you watch The Sip? Mm-hmm. So you're like just not an audio ass bitch.
No.
So weird.
I know.
You're a weird woman.
I get it. I know.
And then I was also very offended by something else that I had stumbled across.
What?
I was just scrolling on Instagram and Chelsea Handler had posted this meme. Read
Imagine
it.
meeting your soulmate and then finding out they do shit during Christmas and it's Shane's reindeer car.
That we got together. And I had never felt so personally attacked in my entire life.
Why you think you have bad taste in soulmates because Chelsea Handler judges your reindeer, Brittany?
It has nothing to do with my pick and my mate. It has to do that other people think it's not acceptable.
Right.
And all I have to say is like maybe they need to get more in the Christmas spirit. Like,
And
yes,
I think that is what you should say. And I'm glad that's what you're rolling with because I was concerned that this was going to quickly turn into you not wearing Crocs to pick up your Postmates.
like, yes, it's tacky, I know, but like sometimes tacky is
it's
fun.
tacky, I know,
It's a
but
conversation
it really
starter.
is so.
My only complaint with the reindeer antlers, honestly, are every time I go to a drive-thru, I forget they're on, and then the window rolls all the way down, and then the antler falls off, and then I have to be like, hold on, and I have to
Excuse me,
back up.
I dropped my antler.
Yes, and then I have to back my ass up. Then I have to get out of the car and get it.
Have you
while,
done
like,
this already?
Oh my gosh, like 100 times.
Is it on camera anywhere?
No.
We should film that. I'd love that on camera.
So I'm getting better. Like now when I go to drive-thrus, I try to remember to take it off, but you know.
Fucking nightmare. That's such a bummer.
It is what it
Excuse
is.
me, sorry, I dropped my antler. Can you ask everyone behind me to back up about 10 feet so I can grab my antler?
Okay, you do have an update on your hometown drama, but before...
That could be us going into hot toppies because that's officially a hot topic, ladies.
It's officially a hot topic?
Yeah, that bitch is viral.
Okay, but first, we do have some more sponsors for today's podcast.
Woo! Sponsored girls.
We're sponsored girls, and you know we love Liquid IV.
Oh, we do. I just had one.
Yeah, every time Elizabeth jumps off the plane, the first thing she does is run to my cabinet and grab a Liquid IV.
And it's the one that's an immunity booster.
Especially right now when flu season is among us. You need to make sure you're staying hydrated. I like to pop one in the morning so that I know I'm hydrated for the day after I work out, after I've had a few glasses of wine. Anytime is a perfect time to have a Liquid IV. One packet is equivalent to 3 glasses of water, and it has so many good vitamins and nutrients for your body. It contains 5 essential vitamins, more vitamin C than an orange, and as much potassium as a banana. It's healthier than other sugary sports drinks. They're not like other girls. They have no flavors or preservatives, less sugar than an apple, and it's made with clean ingredients so you can feel good about putting it in your body. What makes it so amazing is its cellular transport technology, which is some science, but it has the perfect amount of everything that delivers the nutrients to your bloodstream at a quicker rate. It's above my head, but it's good for all of us. They're also on a mission to change the world. They've donated 4 million servings in response to COVID-19, donating to hospitals, first responders, food banks, veterans, and active military, and have donated over 11 million servings globally. Their flavors are delicious. I couldn't talk about them enough. Strawberry, watermelon, their immunity.
Guava.
So grab your favorite Liquid IV flavors nationwide at Walmart, or you can get 25% off when you go to liquidiv.com and use code SIP at checkout. That's code SIP at checkout. 25% off anything you order when you get better hydration today using promo code SIP at liquidiv.com. And we have one more sponsor today, which just so happens to be Talkspace. And as the year ends, another holiday season is upon us. And for many of us, that means travel and family, both of which are very stressful and chaotic. But we don't want to feel down and out of luck during this season, so ease some of the burdens the holiday can bring with Talkspace online therapy. And I'm guilty of like holiday stress to the max because you want to be present for all your family members and you want to be present for yourself and you need to keep working.
And
so
you've got this burden of expectation and everyone's going to ask how your year was, and it's like, it's too much.
Then you fall asleep with your mind racing, and a little therapy does the mind well this time of year. So
give yourself the gift of clear headspace.
Talkspace is ready to help you start feeling better with a single message. You can set your goals with your Talkspace therapist and develop techniques to cope in difficult times, such as the holidays. Talkspace offers individual therapy, couples therapy, and medication prescription services. There are thousands of licensed therapists available for you to match with across dozens of specialties, including anxiety, depression, relationships, and more. So Talkspace works around your schedule, which is what I love, at your convenience, with live video sessions and unlimited messages to your dedicated therapist. Therapy has changed my life. It has given me so many tools that have helped me in every aspect of my life. So if you need a little support getting through the end of the year or want to start building towards a better upcoming year, Talkspace is here to help all of you. Match with your licensed therapist when you go to Talkspace.com and get $100 off your first month with the promo code THESIP. That's $100 off when you use code THESIP at Talkspace.
That's a lot of dollars off.
All right, so we're back with
the hot topics.
Oh, hot topics, starting with our one and only Liz McGarry.
Whoa, doxing me.
Sorry.
The fuck? And my dad earlier with our hitting it hard with our last names.
Oh,
crazy. Okay,
Are we too dark? I hope you all can see us. The Christmas tree I put in the background as well. You're welcome. You have the platform. You have the floor. What?
Oh, you put a Christmas tree behind us.
Yeah,
that's so cute.
It's very faint in the background, but
anyways, so a few weeks ago, you might recall that I brought some hometown drama to the SIP. And I was discussing 2 young women who were best friends and lived together, and one got married and the other was her maid of honor, and then she had a baby and divorced her husband, and then the girls lived together, and then the maid of honor started fucking the husband.
Right.
So there's a twofold update. The ex-wife went viral on TikTok, which is why I felt like it would be okay for me to bring this topic to our show.
After Lizzie had been trailing the story, detail by detail, picking up the crumbs, she finally felt validated in sharing it with you because it had been viral. If somebody's putting it out there on Instagram, TikTok, whatever, it's fair game for us to consume and talk about with your audience.
Yeah. So updates are that the ex-wife has posted snapshots of the text conversation between the two best friends when she found out about the fucking. And apparently the ex-wife found out about the new wife because her ex-husband sneaking around her house was sent to her phone on camera from their Ring cam.
Jesus Christ, you might have to rewind that 15 seconds to listen again.
So the ex-wife caught her ex-husband fucking her best friend on her Ring cam.
Damn. There's nothing worse than that because they felt so comfortable to have sex outside in front of the Ring doorbell camera.
No, like she just saw the ex-husband like sneaking into her house. So she text messaged her friend. She's like, tell me why my ex-husband's sneaking around my fucking house. And she's like, I never wanted to tell you. And if it weren't for the cameras, you wouldn't have found out. And she's like, that's not the response we get. Anyways, the real update that I want to share with everybody is that I'm not alone in tracking this. I got 7 DMs from strangers who are from my hometown after I did not name any goddamn fucking names, who slid into my restricted fucking messages and said things like, I know you're talking about so-and-so and so-and-so. So nuts that you're talking about my hometown drama. I saw some of you in the comments saying you saw the TikTok I was discussing, even though we did not link it because we're not crazy.
I love that you have so much hometown support on this podcast. I don't think anyone I know listens to the podcast.
No, these are probably your fans that watch your podcast.
Right.
That I happen to like go to the same hometown with, whatever.
Okay.
Anyways, one of you fucking snitched because I am now blocked from the new wife and the husband on Instagram. And there's no reason why they should have me blocked other than one of you ratting me out.
Or the fact that you publicly talked about it.
I didn't even name their names. I've never even talked to them.
I mean, it's very clear if it had been her. Imagine her.
I had one encounter with the fucking new wife once in like 2010 when I was a blackout drunk. We were at this guy's house party. I was on my way out and I was like, I know your brother. Bye. Like, that's the one time I talked to her.
Imagine this woman is an enjoyer of the Sip. Like, she listens to the Sip every Wednesday and she's like, ooh, I love when they do Hot Topics. And then all of a sudden here you are talking about her drama. Like,
someone told her.
Must have.
She's not an avid listener because it took a couple weeks for her to block me.
You're checking in that regularly?
Oh, I check all day, every day. So I know the day it happened.
Well, what's
also,
funny about blocking someone?
Also, the fact that this bitch now knows that I have been keeping tabs on her for years. And I don't even know her. I'm not even ashamed about it because you know what this means?
What?
I'm famous enough that somebody ratted me out to a stranger.
What's funny about well, it's obviously just the statement. Like, I know that you know and I don't like you, so I'm blocking you or whatever. But the thing about blocking is like everyone has another account, whether it be a Finsta, for me it'd be like Uno's account, or for you it'd be Mr. But like you have access to see her account.
Obviously I can't go look at her from Mr. Bubs' account and watch her block Mr. Bubs now. Because there are some people who have blocked my dog because of me in real life. You know her, you follow her.
I do.
Yeah, you always keep me updated on her life events. You're like, so-and-so got married. You're like, so-and-so's pregnant. She blocked Bubs.
I do.
She blocked Bubs, my husband, and my roommate.
Wow, she's really making it hard for you to keep tabs.
Joke's on you, bitch, because I have a Finsta.
me telling you Facebook updates.
You're my Finsta. But the thing that's so funny is like these couple of girls, like, because you're tripping if you think that there's not 25 people that are from our hometown that are all part of a fucking group chat talking about your drama right now. And you're also out of your fucking mind if you think we're not going to talk about it when both of you posted on social media relentlessly for years. Like, it's not like we're getting together at the fucking local bar in our hometown.
Like
you're putting it on the internet, ladies. Do you know what that means? It means it's out there for the world to consume.
And that's why I just think like
I'm getting screen grabs and screen recordings. I know what's up. You can't hide your truth.
Unless you want this, you like keep your beefs private. I know like everyone's had their moments, but like
watch them fucking soundbite this when you and I go public with our hatred. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Wait, out of this.
Watch this get clipped. I know it will. God damn it.
I'm sorry. It's the clip bait.
It's the clip for me. Okay.
But yeah,
other
that's
hot
my
topics.
update.
Oh, you know what I thought? Well, do you want to talk about the viral UberEats situation?
Yeah,
I pulled up the picture here for you. I actually didn't fully consume it because I saw like what you had written about it, and I just thought like I'll let you bring this into my life.
Okay, so there's a viral Uber Eats like specific instruction right now. So this guy orders food and then he says, "This is how I need it to go down. Leave it at my door. Please be swift with this mission. My wife is hangry. I fear that my life may actually lie in your hands. She's a hitter and I made the horrible mistake of not reading her mind that she was hungry 30 minutes ago. I fear I may have not much time left. Please hurry. I don't know how much longer I can hold her off. Godspeed. I'm counting on you." It reminded me of us.
Well, and Lizzie goes, I'm fearful that this was one of our husbands.
I could totally see Shane or poor fucking Joe having to say this like, "Listen, my wife's a bitch and she's starving."
And we're even more of a bitch when we're starving collectively.
Yeah. I could totally see Joe being like pulling a server aside like, "Listen, I'm going to be rude to you because my wife needs this support right now, but I'm so sorry in advance and here's $1,000 to deal with it."
Wow. Crispy Station liked this post. Who is this that you saw?
It's on
It's very funny.
a meme
meme account. Wow.
Yeah.
Whew.
I follow French bulldogs and meme accounts, but I don't have a Spotify.
Oh my gosh. I scrolled to the right and there's Colin. Who is he?
It's Colin Farrell. Bad boy Colin Farrell.
Well, and so we're scrolling through news to see if we wanted to talk about anything on the podcast. And I just saw this man's dick flopping around in these teensy weensy purple
You don't think
short
that's a bad boy
shorts.
move?
No. Well, first of all, I just said, "Lizzie, who is this?" And she goes, "You don't know who that is?" And I was like, "No, not at all." And who is it?
He's just a bad boy actor.
And I said, "No, I can tell you he's not a bad boy."
No, he's a bad boy.
Purple short shorts.
Oh my God.
Purple short shorts are the furthest thing from bad
No.
boy. Confident, yes.
Yeah.
Bad boy, no. Like,
Well, let's talk about that bad boy.
did he forget his undies? I just can't fathom.
Says you. The amount of times I have to ask whether or not you're wearing panties with your sweatpants.
Before we leave the house. She's like, "Did you put panties on before we leave?"
Honestly.
Yeah, but I'm not wearing like shorter.
wish you were.
Like the penis is about to flop out of this. And does he know he's getting is it like the John Hamm thing where he's like,
Probably.
I'm convinced that it's like he knows he's running in Brentwood and he wants
That-
to get paparazzi to
wait.
be a news moment?
No, John Hamm. There's more John Hamm, by the way, and it's going viral right now. And it's all of John Hamm, if you know what I'm saying.
Wait, what?
Google John Hamm's penis right now.
Oh my gosh, is that appropriate?
I mean, yeah.
John, is it with an H or just an N?
Probably H.
Ham, penis. Oh no. Are you guys all doing this with us?
Yeah, do it with us, guys. Google John Hamm's penis. Open up your search engines.
You're going to go to Google and it's going to be like a push in John Hamm's penis because everyone's doing it at the same time at
He
once.
should be so lucky. Hit
Okay.
images. Oh, wow.
Do I have my safe search on my phone?
Jesus Christ.
What do you mean? Like full
This is the
thing,
picture I was
or-
talking about.
Oh, no, this is an old picture.
Oh, really? It feels like it's resurfacing.
Oh, maybe TikTok's resurfing it. But yeah, there was like a month in time where he just kept going out and like.
Do you think that's a pecker or do you think that's his pecker? Do you think that's a real dick or do you think John Hamm's being funny?
No, I think it's real. I mean, that would be like desperate for attention.
Because we have a lot of fake dicks at our house.
Or
so sometimes
what's that show where they like really fool the world and then like a year later it's on the show that it's a prank?
Crank yankers? Prank?
No.
Pranks? I don't know.
They make like viral moments and then on the show they reveal it's fake. I forget what it's called, but if it's one of these, wow.
Yeah, that's wild. That's like a baby's arm.
It's huge and
Yeah.
it's soft. So good for John Hamm.
And
I
it's
mean, I don't know
soft.
who wants to take that.
Honestly,
Not
this
penis
seems like a
shaming, but-
lot of different situations where his penis is exposed like that.
I think he enjoys this. I think he enjoys being like,
Honestly, I think he just has a big dick.
but like
Whoa.
never has he ever worn underwear in his life.
I think he's wearing underwear. That's why his
No,
penis
there's
is shoved
no
off to the
way.
side like that.
If
Does
he-
your penis just rest off to the side like that in loose pants? No, it doesn't. It dangles down. We all
Wow,
know. We've
a
seen it
penis
because we don't wear
scientist.
panties. I'm exposed to a lot of penises.
Wow, this is very interesting. What brought us here?
Oh, we were scrolling through your phone and you just had a picture of Colin Farrell in some short shorts. And
yeah, I just thought that was interesting. The choices of Hollywood men.
Thought it was interesting.
I thought it was interesting.
He's so interesting that he was going to save the picture for later for personal reasons.
No, Lizzie was like trying to get me to watch this boring ass Harry Potter trailer, and what I found more interesting was this man wearing no clothes with his dick flopping around to the side. And when the Harry Potter video didn't load, I clicked open a new link, and Lizzie goes, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "Well, the Harry Potter thing didn't load."
It's you being embarrassed by your Spotify playlist, but not at the fact that you are unfamiliar with Harry Potter for me. Do you know that I'm such a Harry Potter fan that I can literally quote right now, word for word, the first paragraph of the first page of the first book?
Did you read the books?
Mr. and Mrs. Vernon Dursley of number 4 Privet Drive were proud to say they were perfectly normal. Thank you very much. They were the last people you'd expect to be involved in anything strange or mysterious.
And are the books as good as the movies as good as the?
No, the books are better than movies.
But now that the movies are on HBO Max, who we love, are they like worth going and watching in order before this special?
Honestly, yeah, they're fun. They're great. It's a holiday season show.
And are you excited about the special?
Absolutely.
From the trailer, the trailer served nothing. Like nothing. It was just like these people will be here and with like their names in gold text. And I'm like, that's exciting, but you can't even show us a clip of them like sitting in the circle. Like, why couldn't we even get a shot of Daniel Radcliffe?
It'll be like the Friends reunion,
which is great for all.
They
Harry
probably
Potter
haven't
fans.
shot it yet.
Oh, well then they're promoting it early. They said it's coming out 1/1. That's a month. That's less than a month.
Yeah, they have. It's a live audio. It's a live thing.
Live?
Probably. Well, I mean, like they're not making a movie, right?
Well,
it's like the Friends thing.
Okay, I will try during the holidays to. There's 8 movies.
There's
I
8
can't
movies.
Commit to that.
Oh my God, I used to get the books at midnight, and I would have read the book by the end of the next day. I had all of them on tape too. Jim Dale raised me.
Wow.
He's the English man who reads them on audio tape. And I had him on audio tapes because that's how young I was.
Maybe I could do that.
Or that's how old I am.
When I'm walking the dogs, I could listen.
You want
to
borrow my cassette tapes? You have
Can you imagine?
It's like, now switch it to side B. And I'd turn it around, listen to side B. Then I'd rewind my tapes so that when I would go back to my tapes, I could, pick up.
I'll put on my John Hamm outfit with my cassette tape.
I remember where I was when I found out
neighborhood.
Dumbledore died. I was sitting on my
spoiler alert.
It's
Jesus
been 20 years. If you're not, if you don't know now. Sorry.
Chanel released an advent calendar.
My ankle's broken.
So, do you want to talk about the advent calendar? Because
so first of all, yes, this came up because I wanted this advent calendar, and I sent the link to Joe, and Joe was like, "This shit is $900. I'm not getting it for you."
Did you realize it was Chanel before you asked for it?
Absolutely.
Oh,
that's why I asked for it. And then he was like, "Also, can you even handle an advent calendar?" I was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "Can you open it one day at a time, or are you just gonna go wild and open it all at once because you don't do surprises or secrets
and then feel guilty about it?" Like I could see you sitting down.
I said, "Act like you even fucking know
that
me.
Is knowing you more than anything.
You don't know me.
You don't know me. Yeah.
So, anyways, it's $900. Then, lo and behold, there's a whole scandal around it.
Well, scandal because people are making a scandal out of it.
No, it's a scandal. You charge a bitch. Okay, here's the deal. They're charging like $900 for this case. Mm-hmm. And there's nothing in it.
So people have added up the cost of what you get, and it's less than $900. Do you see what's in it? No.
It's stickers. It's fucking stickers. It's a paper. There's a plastic paperweight.
I know Lizzie sent me a TikTok.
There's a sample of the only full-size item that I've seen thus far in it is nail polish.
Wow. I mean, listen, I know it's like outrageous and crazy and whatever. And Lizzie sent me a TikTok where this girl's ripping it apart. And she's like, thank God we have social media to hold these companies accountable.
That girl got blocked by Chanel.
Good. I'd block her too.
Oh my God. You are on the wrong side of history right now. And as a person who's your friend, I'm going to say this is another one of the fucking bones or no bones things. And you just got to trust that the other people are more right about this.
They're not more right.
They are more right. You want to spend $900 on a fucking kit where the only full-size item is a fucking nail polish?
Personally, no. However, I think it was a smart business move on Chanel's side.
I don't
think they should have gone and blocked someone. Chanel is selling $10,000, $20,000 purses.
Right.
It's like, of course they're going to do something outlandish like this.
Yeah, but that's a purse.
And even if the world is mad about these advent calendars, from a business standpoint, you're getting hundreds, if not millions of people on the website, even if it is in outrage, they might be like, oh, that's the cute purse I've been wanting and eyeing for 5 years.
Though.
I mean,
that's like saying a Ponzi scheme is smart because you make a lot of money up front.
Yeah, but nobody's just dropping $900 on a Chanel advent calendar that isn't shitting movie money.
Oh, that doesn't shit movie.
I mean, what do they think they're going to get? I mean, I haven't seen what's inside
they probably... I'm telling you, it's stickers.
Okay, and I'm sure Chanel would have to accept a return.
In one of the boxes is just a little pouch. Like a pouch that when you buy a keychain from Chanel, they give you that keychain in a pouch.
But what would make it a full-blown scam where I would say, okay, this is not okay, is if they're not accepting returns?
They're not.
How do you know that?
I don't know. Google it.
All I'm saying is, even with the outrage, and I mean, also just maybe don't spend $900 on an advent calendar.
Oh no, it's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of in my life. But your one's like $500.
It reminds me of like the vagina scent candle from Gwyneth Paltrow. Right. It gets people talking about Chanel and it's brand awareness.
I mean, it's like, a negative brand awareness.
But is it because you're not? I don't think any.
Yeah, because the awareness is now I'm aware they're scammersons.
Okay, but I don't think a TikTok, even if it has 100 million views, is stopping the mom in Connecticut from dropping $4,000 on a purse. Like, I don't think that's going to deter her from buying a purse.
No.
And if anything, they're getting more people on their website.
But yes, I think it tarnishes their brand and makes them look tacky. I said what I said.
There's been a lot of scandal with advent calendars over the years. Like, so many, like, this is tell as old as time. Like, yes, I don't know. Like, you would hope that the value of the products inside is obviously equal to what you're spending. And I don't know how Chanel is justifying the amount of product versus the amount they're asking customers to pay. And I don't support a scam, but I just think like it's funny. Like if you're,
no, I get it. It's a privileged problem to have.
It's like if you're spending $900 on an advent calendar, like maybe you should be scammed.
Maybe you should take a fucking look at the mirror and reconsider that financial allocation.
Oh my gosh. Well, is there anything else you wanted to talk about today?
Let's look at the list. Harry Potter.
We talked about, the only thing we didn't talk about is Barbara Streisand's dog being a clone.
Oh, we should have clicked that link because I want to know if that is true.
I clicked it.
Is it true?
So you're putting up stories that you didn't even know if they were great to talk about?
No, I didn't know if it was true.
This
if her dog was a
girl
clone.
went to a dog park and she was convinced that it's Barbara Streisand's dog.
No, it is Barbara Streisand's dog.
And so, but then
somebody told her that Barbara Streisand's dog was cloned.
I know somebody that was in the process of getting their dog cloned.
Who? What the fuck?
Somebody more famous came along and they dropped this famous person to clone a more famous person's dog.
Who are you talking about right now?
I'm not going to tell you who I'm talking about.
Spill the tea.
It was in confidentiality.
Will you tell me when we stop recording?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
It's not even somebody that you would suspect or think. It's like pretty casual, honestly. It's just somebody that like.
I mean, I would do it. I would do it. I would do it in a fucking heartbeat.
There's like people. I think people think of it the same way they think of like breeding dogs.
It's like that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
Which one?
I think it's called Sixth Day.
I don't know if you should be referencing movies with me. Maybe with them.
He's right.
But neither here nor there. They are cloning dogs. It is something that's happening.
Fuck yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I understand the urge to want to do it because like Shane and I.
Would you clone your dog?
I mean, if it's not like I don't know what the problems are with it.
Oh, I'd pet cemetery my dog, and if it came back and wreaked havoc, I wouldn't give a fuck. I'd be like, well, deal with it.
Yeah, like Shane and I are already like the other day we had a full-blown moment where we're like, oh my gosh, Uno's life is half over, and we had like a full mental breakdown.
Yeah, it's not cool.
Because it's like, how does it go so fast? On
the plane over here, I was like, I need to get pregnant because that's the only way I would survive the loss of one of my dogs.
Oh, see, and I keep thinking I need to have a baby quicker because Uno needs to be the first dog in my child's childhood. Like they need to know Uno.
Yeah. Well, I need Jelly to raise my baby. Right. Like, I don't know how. And she's mama. So.
Well, with that, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode of Sip. Would you clone your dog? Sound off in the comment section below. Listen on any...
Would you clone your dog? Would you buy a $900 advent calendar?
I don't know.
Do you think Colin Farrell's a bad boy?
No, he's not. And I will point out,
yes,
you didn't even know it was Colin Farrell.
No, I was saying Colin. Don't help me. Not in front of my audience.
No.
Not today.
Lizzie's acting all high and mighty. And then Shane's here helping set up the camera.
Hello?
And he goes, Lizzie goes, do you think Colin Farrell is a bat? And he's like, I don't know who that is.
Colin Firth, you're even messing up the story,
whatever.
You silly goose.
Lizzie used the wrong name when she was trying to get Shane on her side. And then Shane was like, you mean Colin XXX? And she was like, oh, yeah. And I was like, you just lost all validity you ever had. We're going to run out of memory on the battery and the card. So I hope you guys loved today's episode. Thank you for coming and flying in. We'll be back next week. We love celebrating the holidays with you. Listen anywhere you get your podcasts, on the YouTubes. Follow us on social media at The Sip Official. We're also on there personally. If Lizzie sets up a Patreon, I will have it in the description section below.
I don't know if it's going to be that fast.
Okay, well, we'll talk about it in the next episode. We love you so much. Thank you for watching. Goodbye. And that's the sip.
Sorry, you were so fast. I didn't know how to keep up with that one.
Well, it's going to
I know we have 30 seconds.
And it's not a me thing. I'm not rushing.
No,
this.
it's the cards. It's memory cards. And then we're out of options.
Self-implode.
It's just going to go
and
black.
then it's like, you guys are going to wonder where we were. All right.
Do we just look at them until it's over?
Let's go work out.
I don't think anything's open anymore.
And then get crumble. No, it's dark outside, but it's fooling us. It's only 5:15.
I need to get shoes, too.
All right, bye.